Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh sparkles as she's spotted alongside Edward at Horse Show. Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh looked radiant as she was spotted alongside Prince Edward at the Royal Windsor Horse Show on its penultimate day. The Duchess of Edinburgh, 59, was in high spirits at the annual event in Windsor, Berkshire. The picture of elegance, she arrived in a navy skirt as she turned up at the Royal Windsor Horse Show. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. The mother of two paired her skirt with a suede, velted jacket, and black boots, while the Duke of Edinburgh chose a tweed jacket, and blue trousers. Sophie let her blonde locks flow down past her shoulders as she engaged in conversation with an official upon arriving at the event. Subsequently, she boarded a buggy to be transported across the field in anticipation of the activities during the fourth day of the event. Sophie and Edward made their second appearance of the year at the Royal Windsor Horse Show. They were also caught in a fit of giggles at the event on Thursday. Their presence coincided with a jubilant atmosphere at the palace as King Charles resumed his duties following cancer treatment, visibly beaming as he graced the event on Friday. Royal fans were delighted to see the monarch warmly embracing his niece, fellow horse enthusiast and equestrian Zara Tindall. King Charles and Zara have shared a close relationship for decades, often displaying affection publicly at events, such as Royal Ascot. Their physical closeness reflects their tight bond, with Zara known for her tendency to break royal tradition through tactile displays, also evident in her interactions with her rugby star husband, Mike. Over the years, Charles and Zara have been frequently observed sharing embraces, hugs, and hearty laughter together. Duchess Sophie was eventually rewarded by the royal family after her own attempt at a half-in, half-out approach to public duties, according to an expert. When Sophie initially married into the firm in 1999, she had her own career which she ultimately had to leave behind in order to become a full-time working royal. The late Queen Elizabeth made it clear in the past that there was no room for a half-hearted approach, which became apparent decades later when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle chose to step down as working royals in 2020. Although they tried to argue for a half-and-half lifestyle which would enable them to continue working with projects outside the royal circle, the Queen ultimately refused this request. Speaking to GB News, royal commentator Kinsey Schofield explained, "Sophie has been coined the royal family's secret weapon as of late." She added, "Her path was not the easiest one, but she is living proof that patience is a virtue. If you work hard and stay focused, your time to shine will come." She was under immediate scrutiny when she hit the scene because she was a self-made career woman. A young woman, who was incredibly successful, she was a commoner. She looked so similar to Princess Diana when she was younger. So they were constantly pitted against each other when it came to beauty and fashion. Ms. Schofield added, "She tried and failed the half-in half-out route. But unlike you-know-who, she ultimately chose the family. And despite some of that chaos, she was rewarded for her loyalty." So, I think that the King very much believes in the Duchess of Edinburgh, and is so grateful for her contribution. We saw real leadership with her today. The Duchess made headlines this week when she became the first member of the royal family to visit Ukraine since war broke out with Russia in February 2022. She made a powerful speech during an evening reception held at the home of the UK ambassador to Ukraine, where she spoke out about conflict-related sexual violence. Sophie said, "Rape is used to demean, to degrade and to destroy. And we have to get better at trying to prevent that from happening. Where we cannot prevent it from happening, what we must do is put measures in place to support those who have fallen victim to such crimes. I thank them for that honesty in telling me what happened to them. Their stories are sad. I hear many stories like this, sadly, from around the world. But I appreciate their time and their openness."